Storytelling. Now, that word is actually everywhere. Every brand, every marketer, every guru is a storyteller, right? And honestly, I believe, or we believe, that the word has become very, very weak, and it has become a buzzword for just talking, for just making things sound nice. And nice doesn't solve high stakes problems. Nice doesn't build conviction. Nice does not command capital. This is why we don't do storytelling. We architect cinematic strategy, and they are not the same thing. Now, storytelling, as most people practice it, is actually entertainment. It is often just marketing. It is dressed up in a nice suit, right? Cinematic strategy is a system. Cinematic strategy is a complete, disciplined, strategic framework. And it is built on two non-negotiable pillars. Pillar one being the cinematic part, because we actually use the tools of cinema, that emotional pull, that narrative structure, that narrative arc, and the tension, that the craft that actually makes you feel something. You know how you watch like a film, a cinema, and then you get immersed, you get pulled emotionally into like the film that you've watched. So cinematic strategy is actually built on one of on the cinematic parts, right? As a pillar. But this is the most important part. We actually connect the cinematic part with the pillar two, which is the strategy part. Now, the strategy is actually the proof. It is the hard facts. It is the data. It is the strategic arguments. It is the undeniable, irrefutable truth of the value. Now, I want you to think of it this time. Now, storytelling is an artist painting a beautiful picture, while cinematic strategy is an architect designing a fortress. Now, both of these people, or both of these things, might actually look impressive, but only one is actually built on a foundation of proof. And this foundation is designed with a specific high stakes function, which is to protect its occupants and to win the battle, right? You see, our work at Mohgix is not about telling a brand story. Our work is about architecting an ironclad, emotionally resonant argument that is anchored in proof, that makes your value undeniable. So we see storytelling as something that actually entertains, why cinematic strategy actually converts, right? And that is basically the difference. And that is the doctrine that we actually teach at the institute, and we also use it as our proprietary methodology in our commercial arm, which is Mohgix Studios.